better fit too. Hopefully this shit don't rub. We good? Hold on. Let me double check this. What is up, guys? What's going on? We back. 540 getting washed. Check out the Tri-State 30 shirt. Shout out to my guy Donis for supplying me with that. I kid you not, bro. I'll be wearing all the free shirts because they're free. I gotta upgrade my wardrobe, man, and actually start buying some stuff. My boy, I'm putting in drive, he getting comfortable now. I'm a side seat. What's up? Just put it, you press the brake, you squeeze it. Oh. Yeah, you press, nah, press the side.
You put the back?
Yeah, press the brake. No, the side. You gotta squeeze the side. No, the side.
Oh,
yeah. You good. Oh. Right there. Oh, got a little tape hanging out the side of the mug. Oh my God, that's a lot more tape than I thought. How you doing, brothers? Whew. Oh yeah, she's low, man. I kid you not, the back is giving F90 vibes. And no, I'm not trying to make it an F90, blah, blah, blah. But, yo, just this little diffuser right here. Big F90 vibes. Don't even have a trunk lip on it yet. It's making me not even want to go that aggressive with the trunk lip because it already looks freaking sick. All right, guys, so here it is. It's safe to say the suspension is settled. I wanted to give it some time before I showed you guys the complete setup because I'll be honest, it's like the third time I'm filming this video and the suspension just never looked right. I almost thought the shop did it wrong, but they didn't. It just took more time to settle. Specifically the rear. The rear took more time to settle than the front, which is not what I read online. And if you guys rear part or rear suspension is not settled yet, and just take some time. Go through a few bumps. Some of the things about the 5 Series that surprised me, if you look through here, these are actually, it's actually a slot. It's actually pretty freaking active. Hey, look, I put my fingers in here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it goes all the way through. Guys, you guys could achieve this look with just regular springs and save yourself some money, about like 300 bucks. The number one issue with springs, the bounce. You cannot stand it, and over time the suspension just degrades very, very, very fast. I'm pretty sure it's a combination of the sagginess in the springs, I guess the metals getting softer depending on what material they made it out of, and the suspension just deteriorating over time because it's on some springs that it was not designed for. Now, I'll be 100% honest with you, that doesn't change for this car and the MSS springs. These are stock dampers, which I recommend running stock dampers on a lot of cars. Coilovers are 100% going to be the better setup. However, they are a lot more money, just adds a little bit more complexity in it. And I can never find the perfect super sweet spot when you're dailying a car with coilovers, or you have a car that does pretty much everything with coilovers. You can turn them up, they give you really good handling. And then sometimes I find myself softening it up a bit with when I want to daily it and drive around. Similar to my F10 I had. I do not forget the ride and the experience that those KWV3s gave me with that F10 5 Series. I don't forget it at all. But also I was younger and I didn't mind getting up underneath the car, turning the wheel and clinking it softer and harder depending on what I was going to do for that day. So I would say 100% if you guys want the best, go coilover. But this is a pretty good alternative. Like I said, you save yourself a few bucks and it's a dope all-arounder. Oh my God, it looks way worse the back now that I got the car clean. The dirt did a good job hiding it. We got to see what we could do about that thing. But look at the ride, man. Carbon black, definitely has a few scratches in there. Got to get it taken care of. But man, bro, this car is so sexy. It looks so boring, and I only did a few things to it and just livened it up. It's kind of the same thing with the 991.2, my Porsche 911, which no one seems to watch because I've been getting a lot of comments and a lot of people have been saying, oh my God, I'm glad to see you're back. Bro, I've been making videos, but I guess this one just draws so much more attention. I've also gotten a few questions. People are like, oh my God, why you buy a car with so much mileage? It makes no sense in modifying it. To the one guy that said that dumb shit, bro, I've learned my lesson in buying a brand new car and modifying it. It just makes no sense. All the parts are brand new. Why modify it? I might as well buy something with some miles on it, especially if I'm gonna film about reliability and things that you guys like to see. People love to see things that they're not necessarily doing or will never do. And a lot of people are scared to buy cars with high mileage. One, a lot of people are scared to buy cars and rebuild them because they crash. Two, and a lot of people are just scared to, well, a lot of people are just scared to do a lot of things. And I found with my sweet spot, making videos like this, you guys like a lot more than just buying a brand new freaking car and throwing away perfectly good parts to put on other parts to make the car a little bit more uncomfortable. That doesn't make any sense, does it? But hey, listen, not everything I do is the smartest thing, and not everything I do everybody agree with. But one thing I can say is I have fun while doing it. And I typically preach about doing an install in these videos. I just got tired of it. I legit had a shop do it because I ain't want to deal with it. I remember what it was like to change the suspension on my F10, and I told myself I will never do that again. You literally have to go in the back and rip off the speaker. I'm pretty sure I have some clips of the suspension work needed to do, and my garage is kind of tight. It's not huge, so I just told myself, you know what, I also recently, like a few months ago, did full coilovers on a Porsche 911, which that car, man, that car tires me out. It really does. Kind of wanted to wait until it got low and settled to see what I need to do with it. I also have a new set of tires coming soon, or wheels coming soon. I think you could fit a good, I don't know, I would do a 15 on the front, and I think I'm a little ballsy. Maybe actually I would do a 15 on the rear and an 18 on the front. I wonder how that works. If you guys have spacers out there on these cars, let me know. Did I get it right? That was a complete guess. I'm gonna take this thing on a drive. Ooh, finally settled. Let's go. I originally started this video with Jackie, funny enough, but it was just so much traffic. This isn't comfort. Now, for what it's worth, I take all my cars on this road, and even the X3, and the X3 surprised me because you don't expect it to do it. This, now that I have springs on there, my expectations are a little bit higher. So yeah, I'll tell you what I got. Also, fun fact too, if you put this thing in sport mode, it does a bunch of things, but one thing I never noticed it did was tighten up the bolstering on the seat. You can hear it a little bit go, and when you place it back in comfort, it does, puts it right back. You're gonna go the long way. Just check it out. It's still big. It's still, you know, a big car, but it drives like a freaking 3 Series almost. The suspension is completely changed with the springs. I'm gonna take the long way so we can go to down the Merritt. They got some nice turns if the traffic's not completely crappy, but I never noticed in sport mode. I barely drive in a sport. It does a little burbles and things like that. It's pretty funny. This exhaust, I thought my exhaust on 911 was quiet. This thing is dead silent, surprisingly, but you hear a little bit in the cabin. But yeah, on roads like this, bro, you're not gonna freaking feel any bumps or, you know, notice the ride-on spring feel. It's just like perfectly planted. The steering feels a little bit better as well. It just feels more direct, you know? That feels good. There's nothing that happens quick in the 5 Series with stock suspension. And I had the M704 passive suspension, or S704. I can only imagine what the base suspension is like in these cars. They must feel atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. but this just makes me feel a little bit more sporty. It livens you up a bit. The one thing I liked about BMWs is they always kind of motivate you to push it just a little bit, whether you're cutting up in traffic, you're on a nice windy road like this. There's just something about BMWs that give you that little bit of edge to want to be a little bit more sporty than you would suggest, especially depending on the car that you pick, because I'm not even talking about M cars. M cars are just a whole different ballgame. Like I said, man, the 5 Series, I was finding that a little bit more difficult to be engaged and feel a little sporty, which I didn't buy the car for that. But it's just always fun to have that whole, what they call that, Jekyll and Hyde personality. And this is not really anywhere near night and day differences as far as performance wise. This is just incredible because it gives you the lower look and the same comfortable ride while enhancing performance a little bit. I would say performance has to be like the least on your priority list to suggest something like this. I'd say number 1 is retaining comfort or ride quality 100%. 2 is looks. Whereas when I had the coilovers on my 5 Series, number 1, performance. I just wanted that F10 to be dialed the in. That's it. Second was looks. Third was ride quality. I didn't care how it rode. Now, on those KW V3s, sorry, coilovers, I'm gonna tell you right now, those bad boys were puckered up and ready to go. Popo right there, what they doing? They were puckered up and ready to go. You crank that sucker up on hard, it's hard. Uh-oh, uh-oh. It definitely got it to squirrel a little bit. I didn't realize traction control was off on this. I mean, on it. I don't know if I would have drifted it just yet. They got some skinny boys on here, some 245. So yeah, we'll see. But it stays planted. The curve, the corner stays freaking planted. And on the gas as I go in. It's definitely planted, little lane change, little bump. Oh yeah, that's the thing too. Once you got this thing tucked in, yeah, man, you rolling, man. You throw it in the corner, as long as you're in the corner, you're good, man. As long as you enter good, I would say. It's a lot easier to correct this. You guys should see me practicing on how to drive like a madman in a Porsche. Boy, that's a scary, scary, scary experience. You could push like some crazy speeds. Once you tucked in and you get in that corner and you dive in, just squat a little bit, break it up out, man. But this is, like I say, this is obviously an easier car to drive, but it can do it, It could take the corners and make you feel a little good about it while switching lanes. Stability, it gives you that stable feel. When it's in comfort, now that I have the springs on, it feels good. It feels good. Like you wouldn't notice anything or you wouldn't have anything negative to say about it. But when you crank it in sport, you're like, oh, wait a minute. Now it feels like everything is in harmony. Like just that little feel, So definitely not a problem if you have passive dampers and you're going between comfort and sport, especially in a car like this, where, this is the M Sport package. But, is it an M car? Is it anything close to an M car? No. So sport mode in here definitely tightens up things a little bit. Throttle mapping, steering, and just to have that added firmness and suspension is like chef's kiss, man. Oh. I don't know if it's these tires are terrible or like they have tread on them, but this thing, it's not a performance car, man. I take the slightest turns. This thing is definitely sneaky because you don't realize you're going so fast. I be your vulture. Sorry about that, I was bumping Future a little bit, but we back on some like little roughy type of roads. You can see the roads a little ripply. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that version of the spring that looks like the little helper, the really soft version, that's supposed to suck up a lot of the, like, you know, the like sharp bumps, like the quick beep, 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 beep. So that's working, and that's making it soft. And where it's supposed to get firm is that progressive part, obviously, like the part of the shock that everyone knows. Some are linear, some are progressive. The ones on my Porsche are linear, so it's just like how it is how it is. These ones, I heard, maybe the front and back, I should have did more research, but there's some portion of this damn thing that's progressive, and when you're going in a corner, it supposedly has you know, a stiffer spring rate, or it compresses on itself and keeps the car up. It's like two things in one. And I can't break down to you the exact science, which is pathetic of me because I'm making a video of it, but I will tell you, it feels like it's doing whatever the hell I just said. That's it. I can feel it. I already got the seat back. I got the massage seats on. I'm chilling, I'm cruising, and yeah, it's nothing different, man. Nothing different.
Edward Depdem 550. I said, wait, the trunk doesn't have the liftgate function. You have so much other tech there. And sent a G30. Bimmerpost.com link about Remus. Would you like to reply?
Yes.
What do you want to say to Edward M 550i?
Yeah, I know it sucks, but I guess I tell myself I could live with it. Who knows? We'll see.
It says, yeah, I know it sucks, but I guess I told myself I could live with it. Who knows? We'll see. Send it?
Send it.
Done.
I actually hated these gauges until I got the X3, and certain things you realize not that big of a deal. Now I actually prefer them because they look more like what do you call that, like mechanical looking, as opposed to the newer gauges which had that shape like this. My M340 and my M4 had it. It went up. It's cool, but if I get a full digital display, or if you make a full digital display, BMW in the future, just add some different skins or layers on it, something you could change. My buddy's 2025 Mustang has something where you can just freaking change it. Everybody's running this red light. Oh, I'm about to say it must not be important, but yeah, that one. And just you know, another thing, this was a weird spot for me, and I actually used to love or prefer the one like in my M340 and my M4. However, as time went on, I actually found out that the one in the M340 and M4 looks cheap. What the fuck? When you compare it to this. Like, this looked a little wonky at first, but now it looks a lot more luxurious. And once again, I figured that out in the 5 Series. I mean, in the X3. So, yeah, interesting things, but just little different things, man. But then again, you gotta take whatever I say with a grain of salt, because I also have a 911 on coilovers, catless, tuned, that I have fun in. So I think that's something as well to think about too, you know? I also have another car that when I want to have fun, I jump in it. So just remember that before you make your decision. Well, one thing I will tell you though, if you have a 5 Series out there, and if you want any sort of type of better look, feel, or handling, these are great for you, man. These are great for you. It's not going to turn your car into a freaking a speed racer. It's not going to turn your car into a track monster. Don't ever think that. And if you are getting a track monster, the 5 Series, especially the 540, is probably a terrible place to start. But hey, listen, people do crazy things, man. A little bit of disclaimer, because a lot of you guys, I don't want to get this and go, oh my God, Mike. It feels like you are on something different than what you are on. It's not going to feel 100% like factory. It gets rid of the things that you don't like, or most of us don't like. So if you like the boat feel, don't freaking do it. Don't do it. Oof. Yo, one of the guys called me weird in one of the comment sections because he's like, yo, This guy talked to himself for like 30 minutes straight, man. Well, honestly, bro, maybe I am weird because I don't really have like a problem with it, actually. I do prefer to be around people and to talk to them and go back and forth, but this is fine too. Maybe I do have something wrong with me. I gotta look into that. Funny enough, maybe it's just because of the years that I've been doing it. I low-key be legit feeling like I'm talking to y'all. So maybe I am crazy. Oh, let me go out this little strip. This is nice. So it's got a lot of food-looking places, but the menus are almost all the freaking same. Looks nice though. I think Long Island is top food. Like when you talk about variety and like just good food. I mean, in the city too, but like that looks like this. Like Long Island, I don't know. When I lived out there, I really enjoyed the food part. You know, over here is okay. Like I said, it's not bad, but just think Long Island's better, especially Westchester. Westchester, not that. I don't know. I don't put it on the top food list. Man, one thing I like about having these window tints, boy, they can't even tell I'm over here filming. Like, who's this idiot in the car talking to him? Let me know what you guys think. I gotta get some brakes in there. Looks like the brake pads, oh my god, the brake pads are almost on its last leg on the front and the back. So man, I've been modifying this thing so you guys know what's next, man. But this thing is coming out so good, bro. Shout out to my guy Seneca, man, for hooking it up with this little detail thing he got. I'll put a link below of how you can get like a shine like this, bro. Like in the interior, obviously. In these last couple of videos, man, I freaking beat this to death. What is this? Oh, I think the tint guy didn't take this off. I'll leave it on for now. I'll take it off later. But oh, let me get out the way. Let me get out of the way. This guy is doing something, but oh man. Yeah, shout out to my guy Seneca, man. He absolutely killed it with this like spray wax stuff he put on top of it. It looks more carbon black slash blue slash black. When you look at it from this angle, it looks black, and then when you look at it from this angle in the sun, it looks blue now. But yeah, man, I think look at this lower. But yeah, man, definitely coming along. I cannot get enough of this car, man. And I would have never really thought I would. But it's that time to get out of here. And yeah, man, so just to recap, if you guys are a little lost in the sauce, kind of how my videos could be sometimes. Nothing's gonna be coilovers, but MSS suspension is pretty damn close. Mike from Slow Speed, peace out.